Summer is a season for family fun, and Kidspace Campout is all the best parts of summer that you can pack into one day. For most California kids, vacation often starts with a road trip, and we're no different. We have a Golden Gate Bridge on our tricycle tracks and some tunnels to go through, and you might find yourself ending up at a blue sand lake to do some fishing, or you might go splashing in our Arroyo stream. And up a little further is a fanciful campground where you could pretend to grill the fish and sleep out under the stars. You won't want to forget to stop by Muddy Boot Farm for some roadside vegetable harvesting and some really fun restaurant play. Littler kids can use the smaller vehicles over at Kirby's Corner, where they can pretend to charge their electric vehicles and even go through the Little Bear Car Wash. If you've ever been to camp, you know that part of the fun is doing camp crafts. And so we make sure that we have new camp crafts going on all the time, from friendship bracelets to sun prints to bandana art. Lots of things to do that sort of create that feeling of being campy and creative. And the centerpiece of our Kidspace Campout experience is campfire sing-alongs, where everybody gathers together to sing and dance, play drums, and really just got a boost of serotonin from being outside and singing together. My favorite part of Campout is also the thing that started it all, which was this dream of everybody coming out of COVID and being able to sit together and sing. And when we first launched Campout, that was the vision, that was the organizing idea. How do we come together as a community? How do we celebrate joy? How do we share together, regardless of our ages, regardless of what our life has been like? How are we creating joy together as a community? And that was the core idea of the Campfire Sing. And from the Campfire Sing, we just started thinking, what else is great about summer? What else is great about family and together time? It's easy to undervalue how powerful play is in people's lives. As adults, we never outgrow the need for play, but for children, it's critical to developing healthy brains and bodies and strong social attachments. It's also a way that children develop those competencies that help them thrive in school and beyond. So we pour all sorts of love and care and thoughtfulness into creating experiences for children that offer them many different ways to play according to their own interests and abilities. Nature-based play is so important for children, and it engages them socially, emotionally, and intellectually with the world, and also with their own abilities to care about and contribute to the well-being of wildlife. When we're designing for children, we start with a respect for the way that children navigate and understand the world. And that means that they're paying attention to the little things. They're paying attention to the bugs and butterflies and the dogs that walk down their street. So I'm particularly proud of the butterfly kaleidoscope that we have in the Nature Exchange, because it really represents our understanding of children's ability to create art, to be gentle, and to care about wild things, even as small as an insect. The butterfly kaleidoscope was created with an artist who uses downstream consumer materials to create art. If you look at all those recycled materials and repurposed materials, including the bicycle gear that runs the whole thing, you begin to understand that the choices that humans make about consumerism, about waste materials, actually have a strong impact on wild places and wild creatures. And the monarch butterfly is the perfect ambassador animal to tell that story, because human behavior really affected monarch populations, almost eliminated the monarch butterfly. But then when we started taking care of the earth and planting more milkweed, the monarch population rebounded. So this is a small way for us to say we can make choices that are good for animals. We also made sure that some of the butterflies are hanging at a level where children can touch them. And you might think, well, that's just a recipe for disaster. But it's very important that we communicate to children that they are trustworthy, that they can be gentle and kind as children navigate campus and look for bugs and explore ideas about how animals live in the world at our little Arroyo Pequeño stream and throughout our campus. We have an ongoing partnership with Pasadena Humane Society as a release site for the rehabilitated orphaned baby possums and squirrels. And sometimes children can spot little possums or baby squirrels as those creatures are learning to navigate urban wilderness. Whenever we're launching a new seasonal program like Kidspace Campout or in the winter Frolic, We always have hopes and dreams about how it will be experienced, but it's not until you open the doors and you walk outside and see families playing together in all sorts of affectionate, joyful ways that you really think, wow, this is what we hope for, and maybe a little bit more. At Kidspace, we say joy is the start of everything because it's how we make connections to ideas and each other, how we're brave enough to try new things, how we form strong attachments and friendships. And it's not just for the children, it's for the adults too. When you make time to prioritize joy and being together, that changes how we feel about ourselves and each other.